Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another WIA Weekly Wind Up, where we meet you here every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern to share a little bit about what we have going on within the Women in Analytics and Data Connect community. I have a couple of announcements for you today. First things first, let me share my screen here. We have extended our startup showcase date to provide some additional context around that and kind of share where you can learn a little bit more about the startup showcase. dataconnectconf.com, dataconnectconf.com. Up here in the Data Connect Conference tab, you can go to Startup Showcase. We've talked about this over the last couple of weeks within these kind of weekly windups, but the Startup Showcase is happening again. We hosted our inaugural startup showcase last year in partnership with Women in Data and Sadie St. Lawrence. We'll be doing the same thing again this year. It is just a really cool opportunity to bring together early stage organizations to do a pitch on their company, get some valuable feedback from our VC panel, and then get an opportunity to chat as well with our audience around what they're working on. So there's a list of benefits here. You'll also receive a recording of that pitch as well if you're interested. We always record them and post them up onto our YouTube page, so you'll have access to that if you're interested in reviewing and sharing. You'll also have an opportunity, again, like I mentioned, to receive feedback on your business ideas, product offerings, and presentation from our VC panel. You can learn a little bit more about our VC panel. We are announcing one last VC panelist soon as well, so stay tuned there. Originally, this application was set to close on April 1st. We are extending that through April 12th. So if you are the founder of a startup or know some startups, please share this opportunity with them. We're really excited to be kind of extending that date and giving folks an extra opportunity to fine tune the things that they're hoping to submit. So there are only 3 slots available for this year's event. So if you are interested, I would definitely recommend getting your application in sooner than later. Those 3, like I mentioned, again, will have an opportunity to get up on stage at the event, share a little bit more about their organization, who they are, their inspiration behind it, what problems they're looking to solve with their startup. And then, yes, you'll get some feedback from VCs, and then, of course, an opportunity to kind of showcase what you're working on with our audience, which is expected to be over 2,000 folks this year. So again, that application was supposed to be due yesterday. We are extending the date to that. It's through April 12th. So if you are interested, please share this opportunity with folks. And you can learn a little bit more about the Startup Showcase on the website as well. We also we've talked about this a couple of different times, our DataViz competition. Our virtual vote is open. We've been meeting with folks weekly, a couple a week actually, to run through their presentation. So to provide some additional context, we host this event every year at our Data Connect conference. We get hundreds of applications in. With the help of the team at Apexon, we narrow them down to a top 10. The top 10 is what you can find here. So you can kind of click through, learn a little bit about each one, read through the description. And then if you are interested in kind of navigating that visualization on your own, you can click into view entry. That will take you to the host page, whether that be Tableau or the like. And you can actually navigate each one of those vizzes yourself. Once you've had an opportunity, and I would highly recommend kind of skimming through at least all 10 of them. Every single one of them is different and has something incredible to offer. So certainly recommend cycling through each one of those. And then once you've decided which one is your favorite, you can go down here to cast your vote. That voting is open until April 26th. We will announce our top 5 on April 29th, and those top 5 will have an opportunity to join us in Columbus for the event on July 11th and 12th. We do like kind of a video preview on day 1 on July 11th. We host what's called a DataViz gallery. So it's kind of like an art exhibit style concept where if you're attending the event in person, you can actually go in and navigate each one of these. And then you'll vote for your favorite at the event to help us narrow it down to a top 3, which we will announce on stage on day 2. We also have cash prizes for the winners, trophies, bragging rights, of course. So yes, if you're interested in kind of participating and helping us narrow it down to the top 5, we would highly encourage you to check this out, navigate each one of those, and then vote for your favorite before April 26th. Awesome. And then we also have 3 workshop options available for this year. We are also going to be announcing a 4th shortly as well. If you are not familiar with our pre-conference workshops, these are hosted the Wednesday before the event kicks off. They are 4-hour workshops over a topic that gets typically pretty in depth within a 4-hour period. So the idea is that you're hopefully walking out of these workshops with some really tangible items that you can put into place at your organizations or within your work. Like I mentioned, there are 3 of them available here. So we've got the Big SQL Energy Unleashed with Jess Ramos, Solving the Data Culture Code with Data Literacy with Valerie Logan and Veronica Vilsky from the Data Lodge. We also have a Transitioning to Data Leadership workshop with Jaya and Randy. And then we, like I mentioned, will be announcing a 4th one, hopefully this week, potentially the end of next week. So if you are interested, again, these workshops are hosted the day before the event. So these ones will be hosted on Wednesday, July 10th. They are 4-hour workshops. There are 2 in the morning. There are 2 in the evening. And we will be hosting lunch in between those. It does include parking as well, coffee, drinks, snacks, all sorts of things. So we've got you covered for the day. And then it is within walking distance of the Hyatt. So if you are planning to attend the full event and staying at the Hyatt with us, it's a really quick, easy walk down to the Denison Edge space, which they have been wonderful in supporting us. We hosted our workshops at the Denison Edge last year and it was incredible. So we're going to be doing it again this year. They've got space for all 4 workshops, which is great. And then with that, these workshop seats are limited. So if you are interested in attending, would highly recommend it sooner than later. They only fit about 30 in each workshop. So yes, if you are interested, I would check that out and commit sooner than later. With that, once you've kind of decided what you're interested in, you can hit register. That will take you to our registration page, which I would love to talk about briefly as well. We're currently in round 3. Round 3 ends at the end of this month, and then ticket prices will jump again until the day of the event. If you are interested in attending one of the workshops, we have a combo pass pricing, which is going to be the second table here. So you can check out those round 3 combo pass prices. The combo pass includes a workshop of your choice, as well as both days of the event and all of the things that come with that. We also have the workshop separately. So if you've already purchased your in-person conference pass or are close enough to the Columbus area but are attending virtually, you can still attend the workshops in person in addition to those other things. We also are rolling out an executive pass this year as well, which has a ton of benefits. We'll be launching a page on that at the end of this week that I am really excited to share with everyone next Tuesday for our weekly wind up. There are lots of benefits to the executive pass, including the fact that it includes one of our workshop passes. So you have an opportunity to participate in some really cool executive exclusives throughout the event itself. Plus, it does include a workshop as well. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about that before we officially launch this large page around it, you can reach out to us at info@womeninalytics.com. Happy to provide some context, but we'll go through the executive pass, its price point, all of the things it includes next week when we get together on this weekly wind up. And then lastly, if you're interested in participating in the event, but need some assistance in making that a little bit more feasible from a financial perspective, we are offering payment plans again this year. So if you click into that payment plan button, it will throw you over to this page here. We're not offering everything for the payment plan, but we are offering our in-person conference passes and our combo passes, which include the conference pass and the workshop pass. So if you scroll down here, you can determine which one you're interested in grabbing. So regular pass or regular combo pass. And then you'll be prompted to fill out your card information, all of that good stuff here. It breaks it down into 6 really easy monthly payments. They automatically come out of your account. There are no fees, no interest. So the price of the ticket is all you're paying within this. You can also check out your payment due dates here. So if you are interested, you'll owe, that first payment today. And then it'll break down the rest of those payments over the next couple of months for you. So yes, you'll fill out your card information here. And then once you submit this, a member from our registration team will reach out just to make sure that everything's squared away on the back end. There is one additional registration step outside of this. that helps us verify, dietary restrictions, t-shirt size, that kind of thing. So yes, we'll be in touch within a week of the time of purchase to gather the rest of that information from you, and then you'll be all squared away. We are going to be rolling out some pre-conference communications around these workshops as well. So if you're interested in connecting with the workshop instructor in advance, or interested in getting an opportunity to network with folks who are going to be in your workshop, you'll have the opportunity to do that. So stay tuned there. We'll kind of walk through each of those options over the next couple of weeks. And then we are also launching a kind of a first timers concept. So if you've never been to Columbus before or never been to the Data Connect conference before, you'll have an opportunity to join kind of our Data Connect first timers group, which is just a really cool networking opportunity. We'll host a couple of different calls. Actually, they start at the end of the month through the conference. And they are just kind of a cool way to walk through different aspects of the conference, make sure you're, prepared to navigate the event, gather takeaways to take back to your team. We'll give you some insight and some additional information around some of the kind of external activities that are happening at the event outside of the talks. So lots of really cool ways to get involved there. When you register for the event, you'll be prompted to say if this is your first time attending the event or not. And then based on that answer, you'll have an opportunity to say yes or no to our kind of first timers group. So more information around that coming, but know that if you're registering for the event for the first time, those are some questions that you're prompted with on there, and there is a reason for that. So we'll be rolling out a little bit more about that kind of first time attendee group here shortly too. And then lastly, we do have a webinar coming up this week, actually tomorrow. Yes, today's Tuesday, tomorrow. So let me share my screen here again. If you are not familiar with our event series, we do a bi-weekly webinar series. The bi-weekly webinar series includes 3 episodes around a common theme. We have a sponsor for each one. We do 2 of them a quarter. This week we have so if you go to the Women in Analytics website, sorry, let me back up for a second. womeninanalytics.com, there's an events tab up here. You can click into webinars, or you can scroll down. It is the first one. Our next series is sponsored by Align AI. This one we're doing kind of like a rapid fire series on. So we'll be hosting these weekly starting tomorrow for 3 weeks, and it's all around the organizational alignment for AI. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about that series, you can click into register now. It will take you to the Zoom link where you can learn a little bit more about the topic, about the presenters who are going to be running through that topic, and then you can fill out your registration information below. So again, these are typically bi-weekly. We're kind of doing a rapid fire series this time around, but would love for you to join us. And again, the whole entire series is going to be focused on the organizational alignment for AI. This series is sponsored by Align AI as well. So lots of great topics happening within that kind of, webinar theme umbrella. So stay tuned there. Those are all kind of the most important things we have for you today. Just to kind of recap here, our startup showcase date is extended. So if you are the founder or co-founder or are heavily involved in startup and want an opportunity to kind of pitch your startup on stage, get some feedback from VCs, and get your organization in front of our audience, that application is open through April 12th. You can check that out on the Data Connect conference website. Our DataViz competition is open as well. So if you're interested in helping us narrow it down to a top 5, that vote is open until April 26th. You can go to the Data Connect conference website for this information as well. Pretty much everything you can find in that drop-down tab, which is, I guess, going to be on this side for you. And yes, so that voting's open until April 26th. We'll announce the top 5 on April 29th. We have 3 of our 4 workshops announced as well. So if you're interested in checking those out, please do. Again, there are only 30 seats for each workshop. They are also only available in person. So if you are interested in joining, we've got combo passes available, which get you access to the pre-conference workshops and the event itself on the 11th and 12th. If you've already purchased your conference pass and are interested in adding a workshop, that is available separately as well. If you are enjoying the event from home virtually, but are still close enough that you're open-minded to making the trip to Columbus to participate in the workshop separately, that's also an option. You can also just participate in the workshop if you want to. We would certainly recommend that you check out the rest of the event as well. But the workshop passes are available separately. So if you're only interested in that topic, you can certainly purchase that workshop pass too. And then we are also offering payment plans on these this year. You can purchase either your regular ticket or your combo ticket through our payment plan process. That information is available on the registration page. And again, breaks it down into 6 really easy monthly payments. With that, there are no fees, no interest. So the price of the ticket is all you're paying with that. And just makes it a little bit more financially achievable. It'll automatically come out of that credit card account or, debit account, whatever you have signed up with it for, and it'll just automatically come out of there for you. There is also a breakdown of when those payments will happen on that page too. So if you like to be a little bit more organized and don't want it to be a surprise every month, there is a breakdown of price point on there too. So, and then lastly, our first organizational alignment for AI webinar is coming up Wednesday, tomorrow at 12 Eastern. You can find that on the events page on the Women in Analytics website. You can also find some socials around it. We've got an event on LinkedIn within our community platform. Some socials will be going out today. If you're not signed up for our emails, certainly do so. All that information's in there as well. So thank you so much. I know I said I had a couple things and it turned into a bunch of stuff. So I appreciate you hanging out with us this Tuesday morning, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks.